Sometimes the strongest love is the one that never speaks. You feel it in the pauses, in the way their energy changes when you enter the room, in the silence that feels louder than words. This isn't distance, it's restraint. Because when someone loves you deeply but fears what that love could change, their heart becomes a battlefield. You may wonder why the connection feels intense, yet incomplete. Why the bond feels real, but the steps forward never come. This kind of love doesn't disappear. It hides, it waits, it watches, it aches quietly. Philosophers believed that the soul recognizes its truth before the mind dares to accept it. And when two souls connect, fear often arrives before courage does. If you've been sensing an invisible thread pulling you towards someone who seems emotionally close yet hesitant, this message is not accidental. Stay with this until the end, because understanding this kind of love can change how you see everything. Part 1. The love that arrives before permission. Some love enters the heart without asking for permission. It doesn't announce itself. It simply settles in, quietly, deeply, permanently. This is the kind of love that surprises the one feeling it the most. They didn't plan to care this deeply. They didn't intend to think of you in moments of silence or feel your absence more than your presence. Yet, here they are, emotionally invested, internally shaken. Plato once wrote, "Love is the pursuit of the whole." And when someone senses that you complete a part of them they didn't know was missing, fear often follows. Because completion means vulnerability. This is why their behavior may feel confusing. One moment warm, the next distant. One moment open, the next guarded. Not because the feelings are weak, but because they are overwhelming. They are fighting the realization that you matter more than expected, that your presence has shifted something permanent inside them. Love like this doesn't fade easily. It embeds itself into the soul. Part 2. When fear speaks louder than desire. Desire moves fast. Fear moves deeper. When someone truly loves you, they don't just imagine the joy. They imagine the loss, the risk, the consequences, the vulnerability of letting you matter too much. Aristotle believed, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know. And love brings awareness of what could be gained and what could be destroyed. This is why they hesitate. Not because they doubt you, but because they doubt themselves. They question timing, worthiness, readiness. Their heart is ready, but their mind is afraid of the cost, so they pull back. They create emotional distance to feel safe, yet even in the distance, their thoughts return to you. Love doesn't leave just because it's scared. It lingers. If you've felt someone watching you silently, caring quietly, holding back visibly, this is fear trying to control love, and fear always reveals where love is strongest. Part 3. The unavoidable emotional pull. True emotional connection creates gravity. No matter how far someone walks, something keeps pulling them back. This is why they resurface in your life, why conversations restart, why silence never lasts forever. The heart remembers what the mind tries to forget. Rumi wrote, "What you seek is seeking you." And when two souls are emotionally aligned, separation becomes temporary, not final. They may try to distract themselves, to convince their heart that distance is healthier. But love doesn't respond to logic. It responds to truth. Your energy feels familiar to them, safe, magnetic, like something unfinished. And unfinished emotions demand resolution. This is not an obsession. This is emotional recognition. The soul says, this matters. If someone keeps returning emotionally, even subtly, it's because the bond hasn't completed its purpose yet. Love that hasn't been faced will always find its way back into awareness. Part 4. Silence as a form of confession. Not all confessions are spoken. Sometimes love expresses itself through restraint, through protection, through choosing silence over chaos. Nietzsche said, "And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music." You feel the music, even if no one else hears it. Their silence is not absence, it's containment. They are holding emotions they don't know how to release safely. They may fear changing the dynamic, fear ruining something fragile yet precious, fear that once spoken, the connection can never return to what it was. So they wait, they observe, they love quietly. And in that quiet love, there is respect, care, depth. If you've sensed love without words, attachment without claims, this is emotional maturity colliding with emotional fear. Part 5. What this love is asking from you. This kind of love doesn't ask you to chase. It asks you to understand. You are not meant to force clarity. You are meant to hold awareness. Because love revealed too early sometimes collapses, and love understood deeply transforms. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Patience is the companion of wisdom." Whether this connection moves forward or teaches you something profound, it has already changed you. It has shown you your emotional depth, your worth, your ability to be felt. And that is never wasted. Sometimes love enters our lives not to stay, but to awaken us, to remind us what real emotional connection feels like, and once you've felt that, you never settle for less again. Final message. If someone loves you deeply but hasn't stepped forward yet, it doesn't mean you were invisible. It means you were powerful. You stirred something real. Do not measure your worth by someone's fear. Measure it by the depth of emotion you awakened without even trying. Love that is genuine always leaves a mark, whether it stays or not. If this message touched you, like it so it reaches another heart. Comment what you felt. Your story matters. And subscribe, because deep emotional truths deserve to be understood, not ignored.